Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of CastWorks. Today, we have the wonderful Millie Thompson with us.
It's me!
Yay!
Woo!
Hello, it's good to be here.
It's great to have you. Hopefully, we've got the process down by now. You are our fourth? I keep
Something
calling
like
them...
that?
In my head, I keep calling them contestants. It's guest. It is. You're a guest.
What are they competing for exactly?
At least I'm not calling them victims.
That would be
close enough.
accurate, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Mhm.
That's what I accidentally call clients.
Clients,
Oh, no.
victims.
Not in front of them. Not yet.
My next victim, come on
My
down.
next victim. At this point, I haven't been trained enough for them to be clients. They're right now. They're just victims. All right, Millie. How would people recognize your channel? What would you say you're known for?
Lately it seems to be all about my light tutorial. It got a lot of views not too long ago, so I've been doing a lot of tutorial kind of videos in what I
They're
call
quite enlightening.
the yes. The gray
Sad
box.
to say before Lane did.
Yes.
In the gray box, yes.
In the gray box. All right, I had so much fun with Izzy and Lane recording that podcast, so make sure you check it out on the CraftWorks YouTube channel. It should be posting probably really close after this video does, and there's a two-parter, I believe, and hopefully you can check that out and see all of the answers if you're very interested, and all of the other podcasts are also available right now for the other crafters, and eventually they're planning on having every single crafter on that podcast, so check it out. We have returned to the flower farm, and now that the curse is gone, oh my goodness, it is so green and lush down here. Look at all the trees that have sprung up around the portal, and there's bees and flowers and all of this beautiful growth, and look at this awesome willow tree. Out of character here. I've been live streaming. I've done a couple now, and I do hope to do some more. It's gonna be sporadic though. Like if you catch me, you catch me. I'm not committing to a schedule yet. Maybe soon. Hoping maybe to do a Sunday schedule like I used to do way back in the olden times on Twitch. But I will be streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and I've done all of this work on those VODs, so check those out. They're all available on YouTube still. I did this not on stream. I just felt like doing a Weeping Willow, and this is my first one that I've ever done. And it turned out okay. Not great. It's not a cube prospector willow, but I think it looks good in this area. This little pond thing has been bothering me forever, so I wanted to give it some kind of a little bit more growth and not be a mangrove tree. And then we've been working on all of this terraforming around the river to make it look really beautiful. And it's really starting to come together. Got lots of tips from Zinkberg, and my stream had a lot of awesome tips and tricks. And look what else is no longer cursed. My horses. They're no longer skeletons and zombies. And they're very colorful llamas in here. Obviously, I've moved up the skeletons to the away. I haven't gotten rid of them. They still exist, but, keep it in lore. Yay, the curse is gone. What are we doing today? We are going to be working over at Sophia's house. Now, the last episode I said the lore was over. Well, the lore's not over. The lore isn't 100% over. The curse is over. And for that lore of me being cursed, I honest, between you and me, I wasn't really into that character or being cursed and having it, and it wasn't fitting this storyline. So what I am going to do though is we're going to finish telling the tale of Sophia and Alfred and their son in a way of finishing out some of these builds. And finishing the interiors and telling the story of what they did in these interiors and, what lives they lived inside these houses. But before I do all the interiors, we will do one. I don't know whether I'm going to do it in the keep or in Sophia's house yet, so you'll have to stay tuned to today's video for that. But what I did want to do is work on the barn that will go behind the house. So I figured this was always going to be a farmhouse. We need an actual barn now. We have the apple barn, which is more of a cider mill thing. We have the citrus barn. And then we have the Cornflower Barn, which obviously I've taken out the flower farm portion of it because when I got the barn around it, I saw it was way too close to the house. Now, it's still going to sit really close to the house for the reason that this back door is supposed to have a really quick in and out. And in fact, the door is going to be like right here. So it's a pretty close, but perspective wise, it'll look a lot better if I moved back that flower farm, washing farm thing that I built here about 3 blocks back, which meant taking the whole thing out to redo it. And it looks like there's still going to be cone flowers in it no matter what I do or how far back I push it, which is perfect. So, are we ready for a time lapse? Let's go! Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I've been busy around here. Let me show you a few things that we've done before we get into some interior work. I finally put a path up to the front door of Sophia's house, so that is looking much better. I decided I was going to use some coral, so I'll need to get more of that for this planter over there. But I think that pathway looks pretty good. And as you come around here, you get sight of this barn. And I love the sight lines of this because if you're back over here, you have no idea there's actually another build hidden behind here. And it just sort of pops out. And you get the little bit of the pops of green, the cyan, and then the orange matches so well. I built this literally to really match up and go color correspond with Sophia's house. So that's why we have a lot of orange. And I know a lot of people do not like acacia and don't like to build with it. And I wanted to show off how you could easily build with it and make it look really good using a gradient pattern. And it's a kind of an old build. I love the warm dark oak around it and all of these little pops of copper everywhere. Now, I am still waiting for some of this to oxidize. All of these bits here are supposed to be that cyan oxidized copper color that match, you know, back here, this little guy. But I wanted to kind of develop the greenery and kind of the rundown nature of this, as it's a farmhouse, a farm barn, and it's been really used and shuffled, and people have been kind of, you know, moving past this a lot and you know, using farm equipment and stuff, and it's starting to get a little beaten up. This is a little closer to what it's supposed to look like. These are actually, I'm almost ready to almost ready to wax those. So those are, that's pretty much what I want it to look like on both sides. And then just a little bit of extra detailing back here, and it looks good in the back of the build too. I still need to do a lot of gardening back here, but we're going to come back over here and you can see my idea that I'm doing around here with having all of these very clean tilled fields. And then I continued that pattern here in the front where the cornflowers are. And this whole thing is literally built to cover up this ugly farm. And I could have, honestly, I really could have made this prettier, and I might still like switch out the cobblestone. But I think if I do anything else at all in here, it's going to be that I'm going to put a kind of a loft area so that that door there is usable. I don't really need this for anything. This was like some of my barns, like I build them kind of too late to really need them for anything. So if I use it for anything, it's probably going to be for flower storage on this side of the farm. And then I can kind of just, you know, come down here and get the cornflowers that I need, and maybe store stuff from some of these other farms that I have over here. I have like 2 more farms we have to cover up. Now that I have the barn in place, and hopefully I'll get the rest of that all taken care of and our oxidization will finish up, I'm going to address this room, which is, I might fix up this pathway too, but I like how like the little flower gardens here are flanking it. This little room, I have not been sure what to do underneath the balcony. And I had notes like, should it be a gardening shed or an office? Well, we have a barn for that, but what I think I want to do with this space is create kind of a wash-up room. Because this goes into what could have been Sophia's house later in life when she didn't want to go upstairs to the master bedroom. And a little closet. But if she were out here in the gardens, just tending the gardens all day, she'd want to come in and wash up before entering the living space or entering into her bedroom. So that's what we're going to do. So I brought over some supplies because we want a cauldron because we want to wash up stuff. And we want to have some different, like maybe a little area where she would put her pots and maybe some extra plants over here. So I think I brought some acacia in here because, yeah, I'm going to be pulling pops of orange and teal and this crimson color in there. And let's take this sign out because we probably are going to just do a, yeah, just some shelving and such. So let's move this guy up here. That there for now. I think I might put some shelving there. Let's put some shelving in. Perfect. There we go. I like the look of that. And let's put like a little washing station. Put a little tripwire hook like it's a little sink. One of these in here. It's just a little like drying rack or something like that. So you put, you know, wash up your muddy gloves and then set them to dry on there. I imagine like a gardener is going to definitely have a way to be able to like, she's going to have some plants inside, and maybe we'll put one in here too. I think let's put we'll match the lantern over here so we have lighting in the room. But just a couple more shelves there. I like that. Well, that's kind of cute too. Okay, I like that. We're gonna have a place to put this armor stand so she can put all of her like dirty coats and whatnot in. We'll put that in there. And I do need to get some clothing for that stand. I want to be able to put some shears within like very quick access. She's gonna go out and shear those beehives over there, and then she needs the clippers in order to be able to, well, let's put it down. Let's put it down a little bit further. Do it like this. There. And then quick, grab your coat, grab your gloves, grab your shears, and go gardening like that very quickly. Probably need some carpet in here. So there we go. And now I'm gonna move that because I want this like this. There. And you know what? We can just probably, yeah, we can just put it there. That'll be a good place to put it. No, ooh, I like that. I like the look of that. Okay. Do I have enough room for a shelf? I do not, because these are all like lower half slabs, so I can't really put too much on the ceiling. I could put something there. We want to put these flower pots around, so we're going to put all these flower pots around. In every open space, there's going to be a flower pot. And actually, let's move this lamp back. I'm going to hang it like that, so it's over the crafting table. And then we're going to put... Okay. And then this will be kind of like an area where the repotting supplies are. So any other pots that she might need, you would have like this area to like change the dirt out and dump things out and have just a nice space for it. Oh, you know what we're going to need to do? And I'm going to switch some of this out. Because I want to make it look like it's a pretty well-used space. We are going to do a trick I did a while ago on another build, and that is to bring in some of the dirt and debris into this. I think I have some of that in here. Yes, perfect. Podzol and some soul soil. So we're going to kind of make it look a little grungy. There's been a lot of people kind of walking in and out. Maybe they haven't been wiping their feet on those carpets as well as they should. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Well, I wish we were going into the snapshot version where I could put leaves down on that. That would look really cool. Actually, what if I did this? Ooh, okay. Let's just put one of these. This is where all the potting... Put some back in here, too. This would be where they do all of their replanting. Yeah, so it's kind of grungy. There's been a lot of grunge going on here. And I'm gonna have to replace this here in a second. There. Oh yeah, like okay. One more of these little like path blocks though. Oh, grass. Let's do that here. So we'll do like that. I'm gonna put our plants in here. Actually, let's switch this up like that. And I might change it out and actually put some flowers in here. Maybe some other kinds of plants, but I'll have to go searching for those. And let's do... It's just a little rock somebody found's really cute. All right, well, I need to sleep because it's dark outside and I don't want a zombie to come in here. And then what I'll do is I'll go grab the last little finishing touches and show you how this looks. I think the bottom part of the balcony is done, and we might still do some things up on the top of the balcony yet. I added these cute little planters with little tiny like heads, some of the little cut azalea and cherry blossom blocks. And then when we come in, this is a well-used room. This is a well-loved room. Sophia would come in and all the petals and stuff that she has been, working in the garden kind of fall off onto the ground. She hangs up her outfit and anything else and grabs her clean clothes off of the hook. She consults her gardening books, washes up her hands, and oh, we need water in that. There we go. And then once she washes up everything, she places it on the drying rack, and all the mud has kind of gathered on the floor underneath. All of her little interior plants that she's growing from seedlings are in here, and I changed out these a little bit. I might still change out and put like a cherry blossom or something. Haven't decided yet. Don't know, I just decided it needed something up here, and as you notice, I put some paintings in. I think that looks really nice, and just needed an additional pop of color over there over the wall. And this is her little repotting area. Again, a lot of dirt and grime have fallen off as she replants. Yeah, this would be, I would love a gardening room like this in my real house, so I think it works. Now, I did finish out a few other things, so we still have all of this space to do soon. We have the living room, the dining room, but I do want to still do this upper balcony area a little bit. Now, the main centerpiece is this, but we do have a little bit of area around here that I think with somebody who loves plants and gardening as much as Sophia did, that she would want to have a place that she could come out and enjoy looking out over the gardens, but also have some additional pots and things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count down to 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! I added in some hanging pots, put a whole bunch of little flowers and candles, a little bit of a bench seat so she could sit down and enjoy the view here from the balcony and be able to look up on where her son lived in her old gardens that she used to grow up there. Also, just a couple other little details, a little place to store some items, a few little coral from a journey possibly, or something somebody brought back as some extra flowers, and oh, hello there. Apparently I have company. Oh, this is the first time. I'm very much surprised that I have not seen them because I worked on those gardens for literal hours and never saw a single one until now. And, well, anyway, I also added a little bit of hidden lighting, which actually shows downstairs, and I don't think it looks too bad. Still debating. I might take it out, but I think it looks okay. Little modern of a block here, but not too bad. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Oh, that thing oxidized. Ooh, 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 ooh. And eventually all of the rest of these little trapdoors, those will not. I kept those orange, but those will be the oxidized ones, and then I need to look on that side of the barn too. I hope to see you again very, very soon. Love you all very, very much. Give yourselves a hug from me. And have a fantastic week. That's going to be all from the Flower Farm. My name is Millie, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone. Well, I need to get you a name, don't I? Okay. Give us a name. Give us a name for our puppies. And in fact, let's see if I can kind of get around and not trip these dudes. You do not see me, I'm not here. We need names for these guys too. I've got a white puppy dog finally, and I got the stripy one. So give me 3 names. I need 3 doggies' names, and leave them in the comments. And I'll know if anyone has left me a comment they've gotten this far. So thank you very much, and I guess I gotta go deal with these guys. Bye, everyone.